Thank you very much. Paul, now you've actually been busking around Ireland yourself.
That's right, yes, I have. Well, it came to the point years and years ago, about 15 years ago, as a songwriter, and not being able to have much success with, record companies in Australia. I said, well, that won't prevent me from bringing my songs to the people. So I started around New South Wales, Coffs Harbour, Sawtell, Sydney City, and I found a great response, great feedback, and that encouraged me to take them overseas. So I took my guitar, a 6-string, and a blues harmonica, and off I went to originally London, and began to busk around the Strand, and began to busk around places like the Savoy Hotel, where you got a lot of passing people. And then I went to Ireland, and I started in Waterford, made my way through to Cork, and I loved the place that much, and the people loved me that much. I stayed about a year and a half, and I was asked to do, some spots in the pubs around County Cork. And I found that my songs were touching people, and they were becoming well liked. So, I moved from Cork to Athlone, made my way back to Belfast, and then I played to my own people in Cornmarket in the city centre. And the main thing I found with busking, I met people, and I could write about the situation. I wrote a little novelette, which is unpublished, called Busking on Blisters, because you depend on people giving you to pay your way to the next town, to get you a feed. And it was all done, off the hat. Anyway, I found, especially with kids, as you were busking, you'd notice these little kids come over and put a couple of shillings in your hat or in your box. And other kids would see those kids, and they would say, Mum, they would grab Mum or Dad, can I have a couple of shillings for the busker? So kids were great because they brought you business.
And I guess kids aren't, they're at that stage, the little ones, where they're not quite too self-conscious to come and get involved and appreciate you.
No, and I had some younger people, teenagers, who used to sit with me, and they'd be grabbing people on the street and pulling them over. Come over to hear this bloke. Come and have a listen to this fella. And they were nice, and even young students in the UK. You might have got a few raw comments from passers-by where they would have heard it and come over and said, we have a bit more respect around here, and they would put in from their pocket. So you had a lot of nice stories where, well-dressed people would walk past you in their suits and their briefcases, wouldn't even see you. And you might have got him on in his rags, not well-dressed, and he'd probably give you the last 2 shillings in his pocket. So I found people with heart would give the busker, where, people who are too busy or people who are very, very comfortably off didn't even notice you. They were thinking of other things on their way to work. And the busker, I think, gives a lot to the people. And in the underground in London, I met some people from London. I met some people from Australia, from Paris, from Italy.
So you'd have friends everywhere?
Well, yes. and you're acquaintances, as you would say. And some became friends, and I still write to those people. And
do you still busk, Paul?
No, not since my babies came. I have 4 young kids now. And they've taken the place. My wanderlust has left the feet, you see. And my children have kept me well anchored at home here.
Are you going to teach them musical instruments so you can get them out busking with you?
Well, I'll wait to see if the calling's there. I don't want to push it, If they have a gift and I feel that they're quite skilled, well, sure, I would push it. Currently, I do a lot of volunteer work for community radio. And I do a lot of writing for overseas magazines, but my experience as a busker has certainly opened my eyes, to the character, people's character. And some people are so beautiful, like people with heart, I think, that's what I discovered.
Paul, it's been lovely to talk to you. Thank you for telling us your stories.
Thank you very much for your time.
We'll have to pop you into a studio one day to busk for us.
Oh, well, yes. No, I mean, I would say most definitely I would be I would be most happy to do that, you know.
Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to you too.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
We're talking about buskers here on ABC Local Radio.